Con. All right, looks like we are live. This is gonna be a quick live stream for you, Akim. I do have a book here that we're gonna go into today. It's called The Assassination of a Black Male Image. So first and foremost, I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Chakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 first fruit. All right, it is the brother Kasha Kwala coming back at you. So this book, I'm gonna zoom it out a little bit here. I'm just gonna get some quick information. Just want to give y'all about the forefathers of America. So of course you got your George Washingtons and that's really who we're gonna go into. George Washington, I think James Madison, Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, or whoever the hell. But we're gonna go into those individuals and what they really thought of us as quote unquote black people, or really they knew who the Israelites were. The Israelites, okay? So without further ado, I'm gonna read some information out of this book. It's a great read. It's The Assassination of a Black Male Image by Earl Hutchinson. I just butchered his name, the PhD. I'm gonna read this first part of the book, which y'all can see and hear, and then of course we're gonna get some scripts. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start with the scripts. Always start with the word of the Lord, and just for the sake of the lesson, I'm gonna read out of Genesis the 27th chapter, pertaining to Genesis the 27th chapter pertaining to when the blessings were received. Okay, so we're gonna go over here to when Esau plans for his revenge. So this is Genesis 27:41. It says, "And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand." So meaning, his father was about to pass away. "Then will I slay my brother Jacob." So from the beginning, Esau, and this really ain't the true beginning of Esau wanting to afflict his brother. All right. Of course, through the spirit, we understand, Cain and Abel, we understand those are like the reincarnation, going into Genesis 4, like a reincarnation of these two individuals that we read in Genesis 27. But we can still see Esau has this same energy where it says, "Then will I slay my brother Jacob." All right. So he still has that same energy. And we're about to understand and outline some of that energy that was portrayed in this book, The Assassination of a Black Male Image. So without further ado, all right, I want to read this first part in this book, okay? This is from Mark Twain. Mark Twain is a very well-known individual in America, very famous individual. He was good for his Westerns and things of that nature. But this is The Adventures of Huckleberry and Finn, Huckleberry Finn, which that's a very well-known, storybook, whatever you want to call it. It's very well. Who hasn't heard of Huckleberry Finn? All right. And this was in chapter 17 of that book, just an excerpt in that book. So I might want to zoom this one in a little bit closer. So let me bring it down here. Slakia. All right. All right, here we go. So I just bought this new tripod trying to, work it out here. You know what I'm saying? All right. So it says, Aunt Sally, this is from Huckleberry Finn, chapter 7. "Aunt Sally, what's kept you? Boat get around." Huck, "Yes'm," she. And Aunt Sally said, "Don't yes'm, say Aunt Sally. Where'd she get around?" Huck, "I didn't know what to say because I didn't know whether the boat would be coming up the river or down. Now I struck an idea and fetched it out. It weren't the grounding that didn't keep us back but a little. We blowed out a cylinder head." Aunt Sally, "Good gracious. Anybody hurt?" Huck, No, pretty much no, ma'am. Killed a nigger." All right. Aunt Sally, "Well, it's lucky it's lucky because sometimes people do get hurt. So literally, blatantly here, this is an assassination of a black male image. We understand what's in the Constitution, that we're 3/5 of a person according to these Edomites. So when Aunt Sally responded, just a nigger died, you know, good thing nobody got hurt. Yeah, this is gonna get removed and reported. Yeah, I don't need that crap on here. All right, perfect. All right. So let's get into it. So the first chapter that we're gonna go into, chapter 1, the Negro, a beast or in the image of the Most High. So, you know, even the title of the chapter is pretty spiritual. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. This is the part I wanted to get right here. So these are a few things that, you know, the what you call quote unquote forefathers of America had to say about, you know, black people, you know, you Israelites, you know, you Judites, Southern tribe, Northern, all of us. This is, but primarily, of course, mainly the Judite, you know, tribe. Okay. So it says, this is George Washington, and this was their dialect. Matter of fact, I'll read here. They also propagated the cherished myths, lies, and half-truths about blacks that still pulsate in America today. A sampling, George Washington. Most of them will slight their work and be idle altogether, lazy derelict. Thomas Jefferson, in reason much inferior to whites, in imagination, dull, tasteless, and anomalous, if I'm saying that correctly. Who is that? James Madison. James Madison, their estate are surrounded by vicious free blacks, keep the minds of their owners in a state of perpetual suspicion, fear. All right. And then you had Adams. All right. Robbery, plunder, and massacre to preserve their lives. His short list of black traits packed all the stereotypes in. So these are the individuals who started this country. That's why this country is spoken about when we go to, bear with me, when we go to the classic script here. In Nahum, okay? Nahum, let me bring it up here. Salakia, my book is all damaged. Salakia. Nahum 3:1. All right, let it focus. It says, woe to the bloody city. It is full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. Yeah, so these individuals right here, these four founding fathers of America, you know, perpetuated this and started this, okay? They started the idea or the ideology shaping who we are today. This was the inception of ruining so-called black people's mindset about themselves and how they view each other. So this started the, you know, what you could say, black people going against black people and things of that nature. All right. This is what perpetuated these things. All right. So I got some information pulled up here on my laptop. Okay. Let me just angle the camera up. And it's just a simple Google search. Did Thomas Jefferson own slaves? And what comes up? I'm going to zoom in. All right. And this is an easy search. Despite working tirelessly to establish a new nation founded on principles of freedom and whatever, Jefferson owned 600 enslaved people during his lifetime, the most of any U.S. president. All right. These are the individuals who started this country. All right. Matter of fact, I'm going to get a quick precept while I'm on the internet. Okay. Y'all know where I'm going. 2 Thessalonians 1:6. Let me zoom in. It says, seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. And the tribulation that we went through was being enslaved to these devils who say these outrageous things about us to ruin our minds. Okay. What I just read right here. Okay, y'all can pause the video and read this if you want, or just simply go buy the book. This is a good read. Got some great information in here, and I might do another lesson, uh, uh, you know, with the information that I comprised from this book. Matter of fact, bear with me, Akim. Okay, bear with me one moment. Let's see. I think this is it. All right, because every book that I read, I buy a notebook, and I write down the certain notes pertaining to the book. Okay, so I'm about to go into my notes and show y'all a little something. All right, let's see here. Yep. So in this same book, it had a little chart in there, which I ended up writing down. It says quick facts about Black athletes, Negroes, Latinos, and white people. It shows you the dramatic difference of Blacks and Latinos playing in each major league. Okay. And pretty much why I'm bringing out this statistics is that they say these things about us, but we pretty much upkeep and run their economy and keep the entertainment going. You can see what's going on right now with the Kyrie Irving, and just recently Jaylen Brown came up against Nike for firing Kyrie Irving, things of that nature. But this book right here gives you all the information you need to know on how the black male image has been assassinated via these Edomites who run the country. Okay, so let's go to the next individual that spoke out against us, quote unquote, black people. I'm just saying black people for edification purposes, for someone who just may have just joined the channel and may not understand what I go into on my channel. So pretty much these four founding fathers had something to say, all right, propagated myths and lies about our people. And this is what ruined our minds, okay? So now we already got Jefferson, who owned 600 slaves. These are the individuals who you 2/3 niggas love because you love this country. These are the individuals who founded the country that you love so much. This is James Madison. Let's zoom in onto this. These are just facts. Oh, another thing with Thomas Jefferson. Matter of fact, I think they might have it right here. Thomas Jefferson, Monticello. No, I don't want to say that, but Thomas Jefferson was heavily related with the Jewish faith. Okay. Let me do this. Was Thomas Jefferson a Jew? Yeah, I did some studying on it. All right. There you go. Study raises possibility of Jewish tie for Jefferson. This is New York Times. Okay. This came out in 2007. Was Jefferson the first Jewish president? So if we're having talks about, is Jefferson a Jewish, more than likely he is. All right. I looked up the same thing for James Madison, which I'll probably do a different lesson on how James Madison, Thomas Jefferson, and George Washington all had ties with the Jewish sect. All right, those Amalekites, they were tied in. So James Madison, Princeton alum and fourth president of the United States, held contradictory views on slavery throughout his life, arguing that slavery was incompatible with the revolutionary principles, even as he owned over 100 slaves on his Virginia plantation, even brought the slaves into the White House. Esau is a hypocrite. These are the same individuals who run this, founded this country, man. And we're still in slavery. All right, George Washington. All right, George Washington. At the time of George Washington's death, the Mount Vernon enslaved population consisted of 317 people. Of 317 enslaved people living in Mount Vernon in 1799, a little less than half were owned by George Washington himself. Another 153 enslaved people were owned by the Custis estates. All right. So George Washington, the first president of the United States, owned slaves. This is information that's easily accessible from just a simple Google search that our people just can't just look up. These are the individuals who founded this country. And the same thing is going on now. They just change it to your manager, your boss, your lead. It's the same thing, okay? The CEO of a company is a plantation owner, all right? These high elevated whatever CEOs, CFOs, presidents, VPs of companies are just slave masters today. They just use different terminology, and they assassinate our image, okay? And then they get upset when we start bringing it back, when we start saying, hold on, I know my image now. I know who I am. I'm an Israelite. And then they get upset. And then they start saying the same things that Washington, Jefferson, Madison, and Adams said about us, okay, to try to bring us down again. Or they call it anti-Shemitic, okay, all right, which that's not the case. But it's all part of prophecy, and it's all part of the agenda. Salakia, it's all part of the agenda that Esau has been trying to propagate this entire time. Let me just angle this right back down, and we're gonna bring the scripts back out real quick, and then we're gonna go ahead and close it out. I did say this stream is gonna be pretty quick. All right, just wanted to give y'all some information on, who founded this country, man. Jake out here sleep, still thinking that, this country care about him, and it doesn't. All right. So this all goes back to here. All right. Genesis 27:41. It says, and Esau hated Jacob. Since you hated Jacob, okay, since you hated Jacob so much, Jacob's power hates your sorry ass too. Okay. So let's just go up. All right. Malachi 1 and 2, and I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein has thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Saith the Lord, yet I love Jacob. Verse 3, and I hated Esau. All right. So yeah, since you hated Jacob so much, the Lord hates you, because according to Lock in 1 second. Got to pull out the Apocrypha. According to the Lord, he chose us. He didn't choose Esau. Okay, the Lord chose us to be his people. All right, Sirach 24. All right, I'm just going to skip to like verse 7 or something. It says, Sirach 24 or Ecclesiasticus 24:7. With all these I sought rest, in whose inheritance shall I abide? Salakia. So the creator of all things gave me a commandment. All right. And he that made me caused my tabernacle to rest, and said, let thy dwelling be in Jacob, and thy inheritance in Israel. So since you hated us so much, Esau, okay, the Lord hates your pasty ass. Okay. He don't like your pasty ass either. And we hate what the Lord hates. Okay. Simply put, Salakia, I'm in Exodus. I need to go to Genesis. Salakia. All right. We hate what the Lord hates. That's why it says that in the book of Psalm. Through thy precepts, I hate every false way. You know what I'm saying? And in Esau, you are a walking contradiction. You are a walking false way. So we hate you too. Okay. So again, since you hated Esau, we got Malachi, the 1st chapter, and then we got Sirach, the 24th chapter, showing who the Lord chose and who. So we understand who the Lord hates, and we understand who the Lord chose. All right. And since you hated us, the Lord hates you, and we hate you too, Esau. It says, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessings wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. So this is still going on right now. Okay. This is he's still planning this right now to this very moment. And you're going to lose utterly, utterly lose. Shoot. An example of you losing. All right. This is the first precept that comes to mind of the example of you losing Esau. All right. Is Isaiah the 34th chapter. Okay. Where it says Isaiah 34:1. It says, come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it. So that encompasses everything, man. The scriptures say it shall be pretty much this truth in the book of Matthew. Pretty much this truth shall be a witness unto all the people. Then the end shall come. So this encompasses everybody. Okay, we don't just prophesy to our people. We prophesy to every nation on this earth. All right. Prime example of prophesying to every nation on this earth. I'm gonna go back to it. I'm gonna go back to Isaiah 34. You gotta go to Jeremiah. Let me see. There we go. Salakia. You gotta go to Jeremiah, the 25th chapter, where Jeremiah started going in on every nation. It's like, y'all gonna get it too. When you read Jeremiah 25 verses 19 all the way down to 26. All the nations, y'all gonna get it too. All right. Matter of fact, you can take it down to all the way down to verse 29. So verse 19 to 29 in Jeremiah 25, all you nations gonna get it too. So this encompasses the whole world. Verse 2, it says, for the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter. It says, their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood, and all the host of heaven shall be dissolved. All right, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down as a leaf falleth from the vine, and as falling from the fig from falling fig from the fig tree. Okay, so pretty much going in verse 4, it says all the host of heaven shall be dissolved. Yeah, that's you, Esau. That's you. Okay, when you come in with your little F-15 fighter jets and bull crap, we saw them flimsy ass planes in the Dallas crash just recently. Flimsy ass planes. Y'all really think y'all gonna do something against the chariots of the Most High? Oh, flimsy ass planes. I always, when I'm talking about Esau, I don't know if y'all watch boxing, but the time when Charlo fought Harrison the second time, Harrison was cutting Charlo up in the press conferences. Esau, you're a cornball. Okay, you're a cornball, Esau. All right. So those things that are going to be dissolved in the sky is your fighter jets, your planes and things of that nature that come against the Lord. It says the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. That's going into the nuclear destruction, because we understand that mushroom clouds are going to comprise from the explosions. Okay, so this is one precept to understand that you're going to lose. And you're going to lose for doing this to us, trying to assassinate our image of who we really are. We're the Israelites, and we have the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai backing us, because that's where we get our power source from. And you're going to lose, So Lord willing, this was edifying. Go pick this book up. It's a pretty good book. Got some good information in it. You know what I'm saying? Got some good information in it. Pick the bones out of it. Sometimes, these authors that do these, kind of black power books can be kind of biased, but at the same time, it got some good facts that you can extract out of it. And of course, you can filter it through the good book. All right. So Lord willing, this was edifying. I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh by Shemi Yahushai by Shema Chakodash, Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 first fruit. Brother Kashkwan, until the next time, shalom. And like always, repent, for Yahweh Shai is coming back sooner than what me and you believed. Shalom.